After serving 20 years on the bench, a Lane County Circuit Court judge is set to retire.
Yeah, Judge Cynthia Carlson retires at the end of this month. KEZI 9 News reporter Sarah Hurwitz sat down with her for an exclusive interview on a look back on her career. Sarah?
Well, you could say that Judge Carlson had a calling. More than 35 years spent working in law, but it didn't start out that way. She spent her undergraduate years studying a different subject, only to quickly realize that she was more suited for a courtroom.
Rows of books, a robe, and a gavel. Years of serving on the bench inspired by one sentence.
My father said, "You know, I think you'd make a good lawyer."
With her dad's encouragement, psychology major and University of Oregon graduate Judge Cynthia Carlson came to a crossroads after her graduation.
Like a light bulb went off in my head. It was a time when women were not as commonly going on into what had been a male-dominated career, and he encouraged me.
Carlson got into the University of Oregon Law School, graduated, and rolled up her sleeves. A hungry graduate but no job. In a brave move, Carlson started her own law firm. She had little to work with at first, but the public defender's office eventually opened a door.
It was making sure that the state did not unlawfully and with tainted evidence convict somebody, and particularly somebody who hadn't committed the crime.
She spent 15 years defending the underdog until she put on this robe.
I remember when I first became a judge that I would wake up every morning and go, "Oh, I'm a judge." As a judge, you're not expected to know a thing about the case. You shouldn't know anything about the case. You need to start and finish as a neutral decision maker. And so it was just a totally different role.
A more comfortable seat for Judge Carlson. She says it was a fascinating process helping both sides of the table come to a just solution. Thousands of cases, some more memorable than others.
I presided over a murder case which was difficult for the jury, very difficult. They had to see autopsy pictures. It was a stabbing. I went back in to just thank the jury in the jury room after they were done, and everybody left except one woman, and she was so upset. I ended up giving her a hug because she just had been so disturbed by day after day of pretty powerful evidence.
Touching lives with the hand of justice and drawing the line between perception and reality.
I think we have lots of biases that we hold unconsciously, and it's important to examine oneself to see, you know, am I reacting based on something that I shouldn't be?
Judge Carlson is married to an African-American man and has been an advocate for race equality in the justice system. A timely message after unrest across the country over multiple deaths of unarmed black men.
I think when you're afraid of somebody because they're of a different race, then when you're having to make really tough, fast decisions, it can affect the outcome.
Judge Carlson's decisions in the courtroom span 2 decades, making sure the letter of the law upheld. And now she's making her final ruling, retirement, hanging up her robe and bidding farewell to her courtroom.
And Judge Carlson retires December 31st. Judges do have a commitment to serve 35 days each year for a period of 5 years after they retire, so you might see her around. She says that she plans to spend more time with her family. Live in the studio, Sarah Hurwitz, KEZI 9 News.